All right, here's the drone video of the property, 34 acres at the Lake of the Ozarks. We're looking east. The truck is parked in a clearing on the property. You can see the power line right there. That's where the meter is as well. And as you look toward the bottom of the screen, that paved road you see is Stoddard Drive. This property has a tremendous amount, about a half a mile of frontage on Stoddard, so a ton of paved frontage. And it actually has a little over 100 feet of paved frontage on Pine Cove Road on its south side, and we're kind of heading southerly now. The field you see there is not on the property, that's on the other side of Stoddard. But I think we're trying to kind of get back and get our bearings and get a general overview before we do a closer fly-in. That building you see there toward the bottom of the screen, that's the little community fire station. So the road that goes off to the right is Pine Cove, and to the left is Stoddard. So the property has frontage right there at the intersection, and the bulk of it sits left, or actually going northerly on Stoddard there. We're kind of flying northeast where the truck is parked. I mean, that's one potential site for building or camping or whatnot, but there are many on this property. I mean, with all that paved road frontage, there's a lot that you could do here. So now we're looking northerly. That is Stoddard. The land sits on the right. You're going to see all types of probably, different trails and whatnot. This property was logged several years ago. It was not clear cut. Some areas, they cleared out a lot of the commercial timber, and some they really didn't. And you'll see that as the drone video continues here. So looking easterly, Lake of the Ozarks right there. Extremely close. I mean, we're within a half mile or less of the Lake of the Ozarks from the property. There is a little boat launch and a restaurant down at the end of Pine Cove Road. There's an awesome boat launch a mile or two to the north. The Brown to Bend Access, it's called, and it's you can launch just about anything there. It's free. They've got a fishing pier. It's really cool. It's run by the state, I believe. So now we are still flying northerly. That's Stoddard Drive. Land sits on the right. And this does, as you saw, it has power on site, including a meter and a meter base right by where the truck is parked. Tremendous amount of frontage. I mean, you can see that. I mean, there's a ton of timber still on this property as you look on the right side of the road. Beautiful, beautiful area. So hard to find any big acreage with the lake view, especially this close to the lake. A lot of the stuff with the lake view, can be a great distance from the lake, but this is quite close. And looking northerly on Stoddard, you can see where that house is. So the property probably comes up about to that guy's yard. Gorgeous, gorgeous area. This property has excellent zoning. Most of it is zoned A1 agricultural, so you can build, you can farm, you can hunt, all that good stuff. And one really interesting bonus is the very south part of this property, according to the zoning map, is zoned AR, so apparently agricultural residential, which is a really cool mix. And I assume that was done because it's right there at that intersection of the two paved roads. Okay, there you can see where the truck is. You can't really see where the driveway comes in because it goes through those trees, but it's got a nice private driveway that comes off of Stoddard, little gravel driveway. So now we're looking easterly. As always, go to InstantAcres.com to see if this is still available, or you can call us in the office, or you can email us at sales@InstantAcres.com. And what we're doing with the drone here, see, we had been looking at this property and a few others up here for several years before we finally made a deal to purchase them. And the first time we saw this particular property, it had just a sweeping lake view, like knock your socks off lake view. And by the time we finally, and the person who owned it had trimmed the brush from the trees every year. And right here is one of the spots where we saw that lake view. You can see it a little bit. But after he quit maintaining that, these smaller trees grew up so quickly that when you're standing on the ground, the lake view is not as stunning as it was, but really it would take probably an hour with the chainsaw to clear out some of those smaller trees and brush and open up that lake view, if that's where you want it to happen, to put your campsite or your building site or whatnot. Beautiful area. Wow. Exciting property. You can see some of the old logging trails. But yeah, I mean, you're not going to run out of stuff to do here. It's a great family-friendly section of the lake for fishing, for tubing, kayaking, paddleboarding, all that good stuff. It's awesome. InstantAcres.com.